One of the best things that you can do for your life is to develop your self-confidence. Hey everyone, I'm Teddy. I've spent the last 10 years throwing myself into uncomfortable situations, living abroad, traveling solo, learning multiple languages, becoming a dive master, becoming a DJ, and so many other things. And along those 10 years, I've learned so much about confidence and self-worth. In this video, I'm going to give you 3 easy suggestions on how to boost your self-confidence, and I'm going to paint a picture about what it was like during my experience upping my game as a surfer. Hopefully along the way, you can pick some tools up and apply them to your own life. Let's get into it. So the goal here is to develop our confidence, and I'm going to give you 3 suggestions. The 3 suggestions all relate to one thing, and the overarching theme here is to shift from thinking to doing. Keep that in mind as I give you these 3 suggestions. The first suggestion I'm going to give you to help boost your self-confidence is to stop overthinking. This is an important one to start with because it deals with fear and uncertainty. This is one of the underlying reasons why a lot of us have a hard time developing our confidence. Fear and uncertainty are ingrained in a lot of us. It goes down to our brain chemistry. Our brains are wired to protect us and to keep us safe. And if our brain sense any type of danger or uncomfortability, then there's a chance that we're going to convince ourselves not to do that thing. But it's important to realize that by putting yourself in an uncomfortable situation or by catching these negative thoughts, you can actually train yourself to overcome that negative thinking. So what can you do instead? Well, when you catch these negative thoughts, immediately focus on doing. As I mentioned in the beginning of this video, the shift is from thinking to doing. So get in the habit of catching these negative thoughts and then immediately practicing doing that thing that you may be a little bit fearful of. It's easier said than done, but I promise you that if you make it a habit, things will become easier over time and your confidence will slowly start to increase. I recall entering the water for the first time with my newly shaped board here when I moved to Brazil, and it was a terrible experience. I had an incredibly hard time getting past the break. I didn't catch a single wave, and all I did was wipe out for the entire session. It broke my confidence, and I walked away feeling super low and unmotivated, and all of these negative thoughts started to enter my head, as if I wasn't meant to be there, as if I wasn't born to be a surfer, as if I probably would never improve, or that I embarrassed myself in front of a bunch of people in the water. All of these negative thoughts occurred, but I recognized that they were happening. And deep down, I knew that I wanted to become a better surfer, and I taught myself that the only way I would be able to become a better surfer would be to ignore those thoughts and instead focus on doing. I would now force myself to go every single morning and go until I felt like I was making improvements. It was that simple act of deciding to go every single morning that trumped those negative thoughts, and has since led to my confidence growing as a surfer. The second suggestion to help boost your self-confidence is to adopt a confident mindset. Now this is crucial because it involves being the person that you want to be, and even more importantly, it doesn't require any skills. The great thing about this is that you can adopt this mindset and growth will happen over time. So in my case, being a great surfer, what does that look like? What would a great surfer do? Well, they would go out every single morning. I would go to the gym and I would start doing exercises that would help me as a surfer. I bought new board shorts. I made sure that my board was in line. I made some friends that also surfed and I talked to them and asked for their advice. I transformed into the person that I thought a great surfer would be, and over time I started to see this shift. I started talking more like surfers and I started doing things like surfers, and it overall just transformed my mindset and my overall being. The key point here is that it's okay to adopt this mindset even though you're not that person. The growth and the skills that are associated with that persona will come later, but it's just embodying that mindset and believing that you're that person that will eventually allow you to grow and to develop your confidence. Now we're starting to see the shift from thinking to doing. The first suggestion taught you how to catch your negative thoughts and to then focus on actually doing an action. The second one was embodying this mentality that helped you to transform into the person that you want to be. And then the third suggestion that I'm going to give you is to seek out uncomfortable situations. This is probably my favorite one of the 3 suggestions. I've spent the last 10 years and the majority of my life actually trying to seek out uncomfortable situations because I love the growth that I see in myself from the very first time that I do something, then all the change that occurs because of my commitment to that thing. This is the definition of learning by experience. It's gonna be uncomfortable, it's gonna be hard, it might be embarrassing, and you're gonna feel lots of different things in the beginning, but it's the true growth that happens because of your commitment that is the beauty of this. It's really about the journey and not the destination. So by seeking out uncomfortable situations, you learn all of these skills, you gain new knowledge, and it eventually helps you to understand what it's like to be that person or to do that thing. And with that, you become more competent. Remember this phrase, competence equals confidence. If you can become competent in something, you're surely going to become confident in it because you know it in and out and you've had the experience to back it up. You now have evidence to prove that you've done this thing or that you are this person. When I think back to the surfer I was 6 months ago when I first started surfing here in Brazil to the person that I am now, I have so much evidence to back it up. I have all of this experience going out surfing every single morning before the sun rises. I have a board that I can pop up on. I have all of these experiences that I can share with friends. I have other people that I can go surfing with in other beaches in Brazil. And so this has made me a competent surfer and has boosted my confidence within the realm of surfing. And I now feel like a much confident surfer. I still have a long way to go to be where I want to be, but all of these habits and suggestions that I've just provided you in the video have resulted in my growth in just the last 5-6 months of surfing every single day. If you practice these 3 things, you will guaranteed develop confidence in any realm and as a person grow over time. The beauty of these 3 suggestions is that they can be applied to any situation and any experience. I've used them countless time and time again in various parts of my life, whether it's becoming a dive master, whether it's learning new languages, whether it's approaching people that I find attractive or just trying to make new friends. Whatever the situation is, I recognize that I don't feel confident in that situation. I apply these 3 suggestions. I catch my negative thoughts. I adopt this mentality. I think, what would this person do or how would this person think? And then I force myself to be in that situation and watch the change over time. This is a surefire way to develop your confidence, and it has helped me in so many ways. And I now feel like a competent person in so many different areas of my life. It's a beautiful thing, and I hope that by watching this video, you can take these things and apply it to your life. A little bonus tip for you as you pursue this goal and you develop your self-confidence is to seek out a mentor. Mentors are really great for sharing their experiences and for teaching you and to really force you to become a student again. There's so much growth to happen as a student. We should all be lifelong learners, and it's a great way to boost your confidence along the way. If you'd like another tip to help you with these 3 suggestions that will boost your confidence, check out this video where I give you one easy way to change your mindset. I'll see you guys next week.